People are big mad at President Donald Trump because he had a Halloween party at Mar-a-Lago. And by people, I mean Democrats. Here's how it went down. After a long and very successful trip to Asia, President Donald Trump flew to Mar-a-Lago, where he was the guest of honor at a Halloween party that the private club, was throwing for its guest. I probably shouldn't put my finger there. It was Great Gatsby themed, as you can see by the dancing girls. And look at this liquor luge. Is this not like the biggest, longest liquor luge you've ever seen in your entire life? It's got Mar-a-Lago right. It was a beautiful party, apparently. There were a lot of dancing girls there and a lot of celebrities, of course. Judge Jeanine Pirro was there. Beau Loudon, of course, was in attendance because he's always there. Secretary of State Marco Rubio and Mrs. Secretary of State Marco Rubio. By the way, this is not Kanye. This is a guy dressed like Kanye because apparently he didn't get the message that it was a Great Gatsby party. And these ladies were there taking bathroom selfies. I don't know who they are, but they look fun. Well, as you can probably imagine, these people on the left were furious. Kyle Kolinsky wrote, sending $40 billion to Argentina while freezing food stamps for 40 million Americans and having a Great Gatsby party with plastic Mar-a-Lago hose is too on the nose. Now, that's not a very nice way to talk about these people. Also, it's the Democrats who are freezing the money for Congress. It's the Democrats who are voting, no, let's not open up the government. Donald Trump and the Republicans are like, let's open up the government and have a party. Eddie Smith wrote, this is Trump's Great Gatsby-themed Halloween party at Mar-a-Lago. He's living his best life while millions of Americans face hunger. Although they voted for him, not one raggedy-toothed MAGA was invited. I think Eddie was just jealous that he wasn't invited.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're looking at something that is truly extravagant, right? Trump's Great Gatsby-themed Halloween party. Meanwhile, Americans are struggling to buy groceries and SNAP benefits are cut. Billionaires dancing, costumes, champagne, you get the picture. And the disconnect is almost cinematic, but let's watch the clips and we'll back with some commentary. Shout out to all the original creators. This is just for commentary and educational purposes. Let's watch and we'll be back.
Welcome everybody to the Mar-a-Lago Halloween party. A little party never killed nobody unless you are the 42 million Americans that just lost their SNAP benefits. But I don't really care, do you? Well, we already handed out the Halloween candy to the poor, so maybe that's basically the same as giving, SNAP benefits. Why did we choose the Great Gatsby as a theme? I don't know. We never read the book, but I think it's about wealthy people, so why not go as ourselves? Okay, who here knows what the modern version of let them eat cake is? It's let them eat tariffs. Yeah, the government is still shut down, but the bar here is open all night. I think the message that this sends to the American people is, look how rich and fun the Trumps are. It's either that or Hunger Games Palm Beach edition. Okay, maybe a little party has killed somebody, but a party will also make you forget that you did. So cheers to the roaring 20s coming back, plus the fascism.
I don't know if Trump supporters know this. I mean, of course, they probably don't because Trump did say he loves the uneducated. But I don't know if you guys know this, but most of you guys are poor as hell. And your president literally just threw a huge-ass Great Gatsby theme party with a bunch of other billionaires there while you guys are starving. And you know what else I find ironic? The same people that are mad that people are putting up their cash apps on their pages. And by the way, expect that to happen the next month with food stamps being cut short. You're going to see more people than you can possibly imagine have their Cash App and PayPals up, and rightfully so, because everybody got to eat out here. The same people that's complaining about people having their Cash Apps up and their PayPals up are the same people who think they could work 3 jobs and still feed their families. They have this millionaire dream. They have this millionaire mindset, but not living it. Oh, why are you sitting here asking for handouts? Go get a job. You got 3 of them and you still can't pay your rent on time. Who the hell you talking to? Bitch, put your Cash App up too. You know damn well you need it. You just being prideful. And mind you, all of this was avoidable because the Republicans wanted to be transphobic and racist. They did not want undocumented people and trans people to have health care. That is why we are having food stamps and Medicaid cut this month.
This is my first time visiting a food bank in my entire life.
We're on WIC for my daughter, who's 13 months old, to get her formula and food.
By the end of the second week of the month, you're counting pennies and just trying to make ends meet.
I've never had the need to do so in the past, but times change, and I'm in a moment or in a place where this is where I'm at.
I would surely give up a meal for my kids to eat. If it came down to me and eating, they're going to eat.
You just have to make it work, and day by day, minute by minute, hour by hour, you just have to do what you have to do.
2 federal judges ruled Friday that the White House must continue to pay for the nation's biggest food aid program.
A roaring 20s Great Gatsby Halloween party, where he's posting this literally hours before 42 million people will not have any new money put in their EBD, their debit cards, for foods during the holidays.
To Trump to think that Gatsby was about the parties. Now, honest question, do you think that Trump actually read The Great Gatsby before he decided to throw a Gatsby-themed Halloween party on the eve of over 40 million Americans losing their food benefits? Because Gatsby wasn't about the parties, nor was it about the glorification of people with money. It was a critique of capitalism and shows how the American dream had become corrupted by people who relentlessly pursue money above all else. How doing that leads to moral decay and class division, much the same as like when you decide to throw a lavish party when millions of people of a lower socioeconomic class are about to lose their ability to feed their kids. Not only was this another let them eat cake moment as he's sitting there eating his overdone steak in his gilded ballroom while millions of Americans wonder where their next meal is coming from. He's Tom and Daisy Buchanan. He's careless and destructive, and he retreats back into the vast emptiness of his wealth and carelessness and lets others deal with the ramifications of his actions. The epitome of everything F. Scott Fitzgerald critiqued in The Great Gatsby, and he doesn't even see it.
Trump spent $3.5 million on his Halloween party that was Great Gatsby themed that he thought would be a good idea to name A Little Party Never Killed Nobody. $3.5 million for 3 hours of a party, while 2 judges ordered that he release the contingency funds for SNAP benefits, and he's saying, I don't think I really have to. So while people are starving, he is spending $3.5 million of our money, taxpayer money, because we are paying for this, on a party that he thought would be a good idea to call A Little Party Never Killed Nobody. People are going to starve. What do you mean it never killed nobody? So that's where our tax dollars are going. So MAGA, you want to complain about $35, $36 a year of your taxpayer dollars going to the SNAP program, but you're okay with this man spending $3.5 million on a party and millions of dollars on a ballroom that you're never going to be invited to. You are never going to be invited to the table, yet your neighbors are going hungry.
Despite the fact that we are headed into a recession, if not a depression, the billionaire president is still throwing parties and spending millions of dollars bailing out other countries and building lavish ballrooms for himself. You don't have to be political to understand what's going on here, okay? We elected a billionaire in some of the hardest economic times that we've had this century. Him and his billionaire friends do not care if we suffer and can't get what we need to survive. These people don't view poverty as a societal failure. They view it as a personal failure, okay? So if you're going hungry, despite being one of their constituents, despite being an American, they will not lift a finger to help you. The most ironic part about this whole party is that it's Great Gatsby themed. Great Gatsby, and check it out, like I barely passed high school English. Great Gatsby was created 100 years ago, right? And it specifically criticized the rich and elegant culture of the time. It criticized a class of people that didn't care about the reality of the world around them because they're so caught up in their own petty BS. The fact that the whole point of the story is lost on them is telling.
I don't care if you're red or blue. Hardworking Americans out there should not support a guy like this. And the fact that there are some MAGA fans out there who are making an average salary and will get online and say, oh, it's just Trump doing his thing. is mind-blowing.
Guys, the contrast is staggering, right? You see pure excess and luxury on one side, and you see struggle and hunger on the other. And it's almost like a modern day Great Gatsby, but less poetic and more real, right? You can laugh at the absurdity, but it's also deeply frustrating, right? The priorities are very clearly clear, and it makes you reflect on leadership and accountability, right? How do we reconcile extreme wealth with the everyday challenges that Americans face, right? Hopefully watching this sparks awareness and conversation though. But thank you so much for sticking around. Your support is very important to me, and I'm very grateful. Please like, comment and subscribe for more commentary. Drop your thoughts in the comments. I will read them. I want to know what you guys think about this, and as usual, I'll see you on my next one.